Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome if you're new, which you probably are because I'm also new here. Today I have a little bit of an August TBR for you, so I just want to talk. I know we're a few days into August, but just talk about the books that I plan to read this month, and I will certainly let you know what I think by the end of the month. And just as a disclaimer, a couple of these books I actually have already gotten into because the month is already started. So, and then here are the books in no particular order, except for least thick to most thick. So here we go. To start, we have Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and it's by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. And I'm not sure I pronounced that correctly, but this book has been very popular on TikTok, etc. And it's just kind of a cozy Japanese novel about a cafe where you can travel back in time or to the future to have a conversation with someone that lasts basically as long as when your coffee gets cold. So actually not that long. And it basically, it's not short stories, but it reads like short stories. It's just 4 little tales of sort of people on their journey to either meet people in the past and the future. And this is actually one of the ones that I read, which is why I do know the plot pretty well. I finished it this morning. And I'll talk more about it in a later video, but it was good, it was pleasant. It's just like a cozy, nice read. I will say the concept of it was a lot more intriguing than the actual content itself, but if you are just looking for a cozy little read, I definitely recommend this. But it's not the most amazing, crazy execution that I've seen. And it might also be due to the translation because it was originally written in Japanese. And I think sometimes they can lose a lot of the flow with the translation. Then next up is a book that I have wanted to read for a while called Never Let Me Go. And it's by Kazu Ishiguro. And I have actually read one book by him, Clara in the Sun, which was a bit underwhelming because I was really excited for it because it was so popular the year it came out. But again, kind of that one, with just the concept and execution, there was a big difference for me. But I am really excited for this one. This is his probably most famous book written before, Clara in the Sun. And yeah, I don't know too much about it. I know it's kind of about a boarding school and students reflecting on their time there. So I'm super hyped for it. I know it's a lot of people's favorite books. So expecting a lot of things. And the reason this copy is so beat up is because I got it at one of those free little libraries. Next up, we have a David Sedaris short story book. It's called Dress Your Family in Corduroy and Denim. David Sedaris is actually just one of my favorite authors of all time. I'll definitely have to do a video about him in the future and just what I've read by him. I absolutely think he's hilarious. I laugh out loud reading his stuff. My favorite works by him are actually his diaries. He just publishes his daily diaries that he's been writing since way before he got famous or anything. So I'm just excited for these short stories. I think they're more about his family, childhood, etc. So looking forward to this one. And I plan to just kind of read a story sort of in between the other books or when I need a break. Some of the books are a little more serious. Next up, in order of thickness, we have God, Emperor of Dune. This is a book I'm definitely excited for. So I read the first 3 Dune books, love them, love Dune. A lot of controversy over when to stop in the series, and I just can't seem to stop yet. I thought I would stop after the second one, but I loved Dune Messiah so much. I just had to know what happened next. And then Children of Dune, yes, it was very weird, but I still like that too. And how Dune works is the first 3 are a series, the 4th is standalone, and the next 2 are part of a trilogy, but the author, Frank Herbert, died before completing the trilogy. And usually people say the first 2 are really good. The last 2 are not as good. This one, since it's standalone, people have pretty high opinions of. And then the third one is known for just being pretty weird. And I feel like if I could stand the third one, I definitely wanna check this standalone out. And there's a huge time gap, which is why it's standalone. About, I think it's, yeah, millennia have passed since the last one. So we'll see if I like it. I'll let you know. Next up, very popular author, we have Donna Tart, The Little Friend. You probably know this author from The Secret History. She also wrote this book and The Goldfinch. I think she averages like one book every 10 years, but that's okay because the books are pretty much bangers. I have read The Secret History. Really liked that and her writing style. Even if you don't like the plot of the book, I feel like you just have to respect how good of a writer she is. I've tried to read The Goldfinch a couple times, but it didn't click. I tried once just reading it and then once on Audible. I plan to finish it one day, but it's just a huge book. And I don't know, it's very slow, so I have just a hard time getting into it. So I kind of want to try this one as extra motivation to get through Goldfinch. And this is the first like full novel that she wrote. So very excited for this one. This book is also a little beat up. I got it from Half Price Books. And then last one, this is one that I have already read this month. As a promise to a friend, I read the first book in A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I do not read a lot of fantasy, and I don't have too much to say about this one. It is the most thick book on the list this month. The writing was definitely different than what I'm used to, as well as the plot. Yeah, but my friend, as well as a lot of my other friends, actually, they love this series. I understand why it's popular. It was super easy to read, great to pick up. Not too bad to get through. Like, it was enjoyable to read at the end of the night, but definitely a far cry from what I normally read. I do actually plan to read the second one because everybody says that one's way better than this one, and I'm curious about it. But let me know if you have read this and what your thoughts are on this, and if I should finish the ACOTAR series. But yeah, so those were the books that I planned to read in August. I don't know if I'll get to all of them. I do have a lot of downtime for reading this month with work, so hopefully I'll get through a good amount. I've already gotten through a couple, but yeah, this is the stack for August, and yeah, I will let you know what I think about all these. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Bye.